Hey, welcome to Schopfield Music. I'm Napoleon, and today I'm going to talk a little bit, do a little review, and talk about the new computer that I've been using here at Schopfield Music to do the YouTube editing of the videos, as well as record the mixer and everything into my recording software.
One more time.
As you may be able to see here, I am not in the studio. I'm in the process of moving studios. Everything right now is still getting put where it needs to go and organized and all the cables connected. Almost there. But I wanted to do a review for you of something, so I thought we would go ahead and talk about the computer I'm using. Before I used to use a desktop computer, and it worked well, but it was an older model, and the video editing that I would do to make these videos on YouTube really bogged it down. So I got a new laptop. I decided to go for a gaming laptop computer. The specifications on a gaming laptop are usually pretty high end when it comes to graphics as well as RAM and things of that nature. And that's important. Obviously, if you are making music, recording songs into a DAW, you need a computer that can handle that processing. And if you're doing videos like this on YouTube and editing them, you need a computer powerful enough to do that as well. So the computer I chose to get is right here. Republic of Games, the ROG by ASUS. By ASUS, the ROG Strix Gaming Notebook, the SCAR Edition. I've been using this computer for a couple of weeks now, so some of the videos that you've been seeing recently were edited on this laptop. And we'll go ahead and talk about it here a little bit. So when looking to get a computer, and you can go either with an Apple, Mac type computer or PC. I've used PCs the entire time that I've been on computers, so I went with that. But it's very important that you get a few specifications, as large as you can, to make your editing and making music easier. One of the things you want to look at is the core processing power. You want something that's going to really be able to handle as much as possible. Try to get something pretty current. The ASUS SCAR Edition computer has got an i7 core processor. It has two hard drives. It has a 500 gigabyte hard drive and a 1 terabyte hard drive. The 500 gigabyte hard drive is SSD, which I guess is quicker, and that's what you use to run programs on your computer. The 1 terabyte hard drive is not SSD, it's the older style, so it's a little slower of a running hard drive, but what you use the 1 terabyte hard drive for is for the storage of all the data. You know, all your music files, audio files, all the video editing clips. You would store on a terabyte hard drive or an external hard drive, which if you've watched our videos, John got a few new external hard drives when he was upgrading his Mac. I also have a terabyte external hard drive that I used on the desktop, which is somewhere in this room, which can also connect to this, so another place to store files when I'm completely done with them. So I still have them, but they're not taking up space on the computer. So it's important to have external hard drives. So the ASUS also has 32 gigabytes of RAM. RAM is important because it's like the processing power or whatever, so the more RAM you have, the quicker things can work and the better things will run. Especially when you're using large programs for editing stuff. The nice thing about this computer is when installing the extra RAM, you just have to take this little panel off right here. You don't have to take the entire thing off. Just this little panel off, and then there's a little card slot, slides right in. It's very simple to do. So you know gamers are serious about the power that their computers need to hold, and obviously graphics are very important to gamers. So this being a gaming computer, the graphics card in it is very good. And that, I believe, would help a little bit when you're doing your video editing. I don't think it's needed as much if you're just doing audio recording. But it does have a newer video editing, and it has its own dedicated RAM just to handle the videos processing of a computer. So that's nice because it makes it goes a little bit faster because it has its own RAM for video stuff, and then you have that big RAM now with the upgrade to run all your programs, your DAWs, your video editing tools, stuff like that. The computer has your typical USB. I think it has USB 3.0 and 2.0, and it came with a charger. I recommend them, especially if you're doing heavy duty work on the computer, having the laptop plugged in, because you will drain power a lot more running these heavy programs if you're not plugged in with your charger. Yeah, it has the USB, it's got an HDMI out, which I plan on connecting to the TV. It's in this room here, to allow me to show you what I'm doing on the computer on a bigger screen. Ethernet jack, of course it also has Wi-Fi, and standard things that a laptop would have. It has a headphone jack, does not have a CD player or CD burner on this. So you'd have to have an external CD burner if you want to make CDs of your music, or a desktop or something like that. What else? It does have a memory card reader, which is very nice. The camcorder that I use, the Canon Vixia, which I did a review of, you can check out if you want. One of my first videos, so yeah. Has an SD card reader. The Canon Vixia camcorder that I use uses SD cards, so it's very simple to just put that in there, take your files off the camera right into your computer so that you can start working on them. The mixer that I use, the Behringer XR18, which I have not yet reviewed, but we will be reviewing soon, hopefully, connects into your computer so that you can record all those individual tracks via just a USB cable. So that can also connect into here. So that makes me very portable. I can use this laptop, take it with me to wherever I want to go if I'm recording somewhere. Take the mixer, which as you can see is self-contained right there, and just take those two things and I'm good to go. Well, I will show you at some point in time the programs that we use in more detail. They're all on this laptop as well. That would be Cubase for recording. I use Cubase 8. There's much newer models now. I think they come out with a new one every 6 months, it seems like. But it works for me. It works fine. Does everything we need to do here. And then I capture my video with the camcorder, and I edit that video in a program that I got off of the internet, which is DaVinci Resolve. They come out with newer versions every year as well. I'm sure if you get online, you can get the latest version. So anyways, if you're in the market for a computer to do the things that we like to do here, record music, record some videos, edit that stuff up, share with your friends, however you want to do that, looking for a computer that's up to speed, I would suggest giving this ASUS computer a try. I'll leave links in the description area of this computer for you to check it out yourself if you'd like. If you do have one, let me know in the comments what you think of it. I think this computer is great. I have loved every minute of this. It's made my work time much more enjoyable. Well, from Schopfield Music, have a good one. Cheers.
Hey, it's Napoleon here. Thanks for checking out Schopfield Music. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, here's a couple more for you. And as always, don't forget to subscribe. Leave a comment with what you think, and we'll get back with you. And as John always says,
Belly, yo!
alright guys, we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.